But we don't have any 300-year-old vampires living in America.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Born in the future?
Born in the future.
Really?
Yes. There were the people receiving payments whose birth date was like in 2100 and something.
Okay, so there's
like next century. We know that one of two things must be true. That either there's a mistake in the computer or it's fraud. But if you have someone's birth date that's either in the future or where they are older than the oldest living American, because the oldest living American is 114 years old. So if they're more than 114 years old, there is either a mistake, and someone should call them and say, I think we have your birthday wrong, because it says you were born in 86. That was before, before there was really an America. It's like this person either needs to be in the Guinness Book of World Records or they're not alive.
But still, at the end of the day, money is going towards that account that's connected to this person that is either non-existent or
so
dead.
So there was I think something like, I don't know, 20 million people in the Social Security Administration database that could not possibly be alive. If their birth date is based on their birth date, they could not possibly be alive.
And then to be clear, 20 million people that were receiving funds?
A bunch of most of them were not receiving funds. Some of them were receiving funds. So let me tell you how the scam works. So the Social Security Administration database is used as the source of truth by all the other databases that the government uses. So even if they stop the payments on the Social Security Administration database, like unemployment insurance, small business administration, student loans, all check the Social Security Administration database to say, is this a legitimate alive person? And if the Social Security database will say, yes, this person is still alive, even though they're 200 years old. But forgets to mention that they're 200 years old. It just returns when the computer is queries, it says, yes, this person is alive. And so then they're able to exploit the entire rest of the government ecosystem. So then you get fake student loans, then you get fake unemployment insurance, then you get fake medical payments.
And this doesn't have to be tied to an individual where there's an address where you can check on this person.
No, if you just did any check at all, you would stop this. So that's.
And how much money do you think is being...
Any check, like anything at all, that would stop the fraud. Like any effort at all.
So there's multiple layers.
Yes.
The Social Security number verifies that this is a real person.
Right.
And then the other systems check up on...
every other government payment and every other government payment system for everything, for, like I said, small business administration, student loans, Medicaid, Medicare, every other government payment, of which there are many. There are actually hundreds of government payment systems. Can all be exploited so long as Social Security database says this person is alive. That's the nature of the scam. It's a bank shot. So then the rebuttal from the Dems is like, oh, well, the vast majority of the people who are marked as alive in the Social Security Administration weren't receiving Social Security Administration payments. That is true. What they forgot to mention is they're getting fraudulent payments from every other government program. And that's why the Dems were so opposed to turning off, to declaring someone dead who was dead. Because it would stop the entire all the other fraud from happening.
Like all this other fraud, if
totally
they wanted to, they could chase it all down.
Yeah, it's not even hard.
And yet they're opposing chasing it all down.
They're opposing chasing it all down because it turns off the money magnet for the illegals. Because it's very logical to like I'm saying the most common sense things possible. If someone's got a birthday in Social Security that is an impossible birthday, meaning they are older than the oldest living American or were born in the future, then you should call them and say, excuse me, we seem to have your birthday wrong because it says that you're 200 years old. That's all you need to do. And
then you would remove them from the Social Security database and make that number no longer available for all those other government payments. And how much money are we talking?
It's hundreds of billions of dollars.
And this is all traceable. Like you could hunt all this down.
Like you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes here, is what I'm saying.